as NCC holds beta town hall meeting. By Nkechi Isaac, Abuja. Consumer protection is the mechanism which gives fairness to consumers in terms of quality of goods and services rendered to them. A consumer is also protected by the information and awareness provided by the telecom service providers of his/her rights. The most important stakeholder of the telecommunication industry is the consumer, hence the popular saying that the customer is king and is always right. In order to promote the patronage of telecommunication, cognizance must be given to the needs as well as the demand of the consumer. It is very important for a consumer to be educated about how best to make use of the services for social, political, economic advantages and gains. Having known about the goods and services, it is very pertinent for consumers to know how best to convert the usage of such for their own personal advantage. This is why there is need to take consumer education to the grassroots and sensitize them on their rights and privileges in the language they understand. This was the crux of the 33rd edition of the Consumer Town Hall Meeting, CTM, with the theme Information and Education as Catalyst for Consumer Protection in Bida, Niger State, convened by the telecommunication industry's regulator, the Nigerian Communications Commission, NCC, to bring together telecom consumers in the rural areas with network providers to discuss, proffer solutions to consumer-related issues and ensure they have value for money through effective service delivery. The Executive Vice Chairman of the NCC, Prof. Umar Danbata, represented by the Commission's Director of Consumer Affairs Department, Abdullahi Makano, said, in his opening remarks, the forum was to educate telecom consumers and other stakeholders on contemporary issues generating interest in the industry and also serve as feedback mechanism for the Commission in making regulatory intervention for the benefit of the consumers and the service providers, as well as the industry as a whole. He explained that the theme for the CTM was carefully chosen to reflect one of the cardinal objectives of the Commission of ensuring the protection of telecom consumers from market exploitation and empowering them to make rational and informed decision when making choices of services. He said, consumer education is identified by the Commission as one of the most cost-effective mechanisms that provides and guarantees consumer protection. Besides serving as a proactive way of protecting consumers from making wrong choices, it also serves as a preventive measure that protects consumers from being exploited and against fraud. Listing initiatives by the Commission so that telecom's consumer is well protected, informed, and educated. PI mandate, the EVC said they included organizing outreach programs across the country, dissemination of consumer education via fact sheets, information dissemination via consumer web portal, interaction via social media like Twitter and Facebook, responding to inquiries via the NCC Center on the 622 toll-free number and participating on radio programs that educate consumers on their rights and privileges. He also gave service providers responsibilities to consumers to help them make informed decision on products and services to include communicating information to consumers in a plain and simple language, ensuring that information provided to consumers is relevant, current, accurate, and timely, ensuring that consumers can reliably and easily have access to information that can assist them in making informed choices and giving consumers the choice of receiving information in a language they can understand.